Charlie's wedding, can I ask you, as soon as you've finished any alcoholic drinks, if you'd like to make your way to the ceremony room, it's in the library.
No hurry.
Just go straight through.
Straight through.
Yes, not yesterday, the day before. Alright, so the time the
पीर दवाने खुशी से जी दवाने
Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Pennyhill Park. My name is Claire Turner and I'm a Deputy Superintendent Registrar for Surrey. My colleague here, Lucy Morley, is the Registrar who will be completing the legal paperwork for today's ceremony. Ladies and gentlemen, you are here today to witness the joining in matrimony of Arpan and Susan. And on their behalf, I'd like to thank you all for coming and sharing with them in the happiness of this occasion. However, if anyone here today knows of any legal reason why Arpan and Susan should not be married, they should declare it now. Ladies and gentlemen, if I could ask you all please to take your seats. Thank you. Apart from Denise, who has a very important job to do, she has a reading for Arpan and Susan to start this afternoon's ceremony.
He never takes the bins out, a poem adapted by Pamela. He never takes the bins out, and he never mows the lawn. And even if there's work to do, he'll never rise at dawn. She thinks she's clean and tidy, but that's simply just not true. Her things are thrown all over, as she always has other things to do. He's not an active person, and he's developed quite a tum. She says he's just lazy, and he's overfed by his mum. She makes all the money, and she holds those purse strings tight. He's gone back to dental school, so he can fix up faces right. She's thoughtful when he looks at her, a smile upon her face. But will he look that good in 50 years, when his dentures aren't in place? He says he loves her figure, and her mental prowess too. And even when she's older, she will charm with her IQ. She says she loves his kindness, he gives her lots of gifts. He'll even cook her dinner when she's working the late shifts. They're both not wholly perfect, but who are we to judge? He can be quite stubborn, whereas she won't even budge. All that said and done, they love the time they spend together, and I hope, as I'm sure you do, that this day will last forever. He'll be more than just her husband, he'll also be her friend, and she'll be more than just his wife, she'll be his soulmate till the end.
full name, please?
Arpan Susan.
And may I have your full name, please?
Susan Park.
This place in which we are now met has been duly sanctioned according to law for the celebration of marriages. Marriage is a commitment and a partnership. Arpan and Susan, you are here today as you wish to affirm your relationship and offer each other the security that comes from legally binding vows, sincerely made and faithfully kept. You will need to treat each other with consideration and respect, and remind yourselves often as to what brought you together here today. Before you are joined in matrimony, I have to remind you of the solemn and binding character of the vows that you are about to make. Marriage, according to the law of this country, is the union of one man with one woman, voluntarily entered into for life, to the exclusion of all others. I'm going to ask each of you in turn to declare that you yourselves know of no legal reason why you should not be married here today, and this is simply a matter of repeating the following words after me, and I'll hand you first. I do solemnly declare that I know not of any lawful impediment why I, Arpan Singh Tahir, may not be joined in matrimony to Susan Farrow. I do solemnly declare that I know not of any lawful impediment why I, Susan Farrow, may not be joined in matrimony to Arpan Singh Tahir. Now, a solemn moment has come for Arpan and Susan to contract their marriage. So could I please ask the witnesses Puneet and Claire and the ring bearers Sanjeev and Elizabeth all to step forward, and could I ask everybody else please to stand? Thank you. It is the tradition in this country for the marriage contract to be sealed by the giving and the receiving of a ring. The wedding ring is an unbroken circle that symbolises unending and everlasting love. It is the outward sign of the lifelong promises that you are making to each other here today. I give you this ring.
I give you this ring
as an everlasting symbol
of
our marriage, and as a token of my love. Call upon these persons here present to witness that I, Arpan Singh Tahir, do take thee, Susan Farrow, to be my lawful wedded wife. Susan, I promise to care for you. To remain true to you. And to love and respect you always. I give you this ring as an everlasting symbol of our marriage, and as a token of my love. Call upon these persons here present to witness that I, Susan Farrow, do take thee, Arpan Singh Tahir, to be my lawful wedded husband. Arpan, I promise to care for you. To remain true to you. To love and and respect you always.
And to love and respect you always.
A strong marriage is formed by love and sharing, by learning to compromise and to trust one another. It is about building a future together and holding true to the promises that you have just made here today. You have made the declarations required by law. You have made a solemn and binding contract with each other in the presence of your witnesses and all your guests assembled here today. I am very happy, therefore, to tell you that from this time forward, you are husband and wife together. Congratulations. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause.
आप भी बता बोलो।
Thank you.
The economy class passengers can have
a house officer and senior house officer. Arpan in this case being the dominant figure. Not quite with his height and sheer prowess, the stature and musculature of a surgeon. It would be an omission to only discuss Arpan, for he has come from a family who are wonderful in every way. They have influenced, moulded this young boy into not too bad a man, who's now going to be my mother-in-law. The Tahims, Siddharth, Kipal and Panit, have welcomed Susan into their family with open arms, providing support, advice, and transport and lodgings when necessary. Furthermore, they have allowed me to witness what a family unit can provide and allowed me and Susan to experience this firsthand. I now realise what family can be and appreciate this so much. So to this year, 2011, what a year, when he finally asked the question. On an important day, indeed it was a date, April the 10th of Susan's birthday. He offered her a rather pretty sparkling ring, and she provided the answer to the question, luckily the right one. Now in retrospect, the engagement was actually of surprise to many, but there were suspicions when the unsightly, unsussable Arpan left a ring brochure on his bedroom floor. Which we did find 2 weeks before he engaged. Sorry Arpan, just did kind of know. Okay. If this fine occurrence was not enough, the couple as a combined unit have bought their first house together in Ickenham, and what a beautiful family home it is too, I must say. Upon seeing it, I was rather speechless, overwhelmed, yet not surprised as a result of the years of much hard work as doctors and the generosity of family.
You're reading my speech, by the looks of it.
Only 2 months ago. Now to Susan. So this is Susan now, really. My memories are from 2 eras: childhood and the past 4 years. Susan is my family, she is family. Through the outset, we appear very dissimilar. Appearance, interest, fashion. Yeah. But we, I have been told, share common values, interests, and past experience. As a little girl, I remember Susan giving me piggybacks on her Greek holidays. Don't think we could afford pram, to be honest. And full credit to Susan, she didn't drop me. She hasn't dropped me since.
Otherwise, there would be no speech today.
We did fight. Clearly, I didn't win the physical battle. She even taught me to swim, an essential survival skill. And now today, Susan has been a very little cozy safety blanket that I've really needed, sometimes amongst all hecticness, stress in our daily lives as doctors, providing a blanket for everybody else but not oneself. I simply need to know that there is a person who will be there in a dark time of need, and Susan will be there with Arpan. She's practical, straightforward, and a caring sister in a special, unique way. I remember just before she left for Australia, I made her hug me. I didn't want to let go. Susan provides advice. There's sometimes listened to, but not truly adhered to, i.e. driving. Yet it's much appreciated. I'm incredibly grateful for finding her again after several years, and she accepting me for who I am after so many years of growing up in a, now I want to say, rather unconventional family. She's helped me greatly and been an inspiration. I'm now an anaesthetist, well, a novice. Can't believe I'm saying that, really. Susan did not guide me such directly, but spoke of her time at work. Told me the day before the deadline to apply to London Deanery as a backup to Australia. I would have actually been in Brisbane now, or actually in Sydney. However, I'm here, in a place I call home in London, with a very good training post, and for once I enjoyed components of it. Yeah, as sending people to sleep, as Susan describing the pleasure of doing such. We did talk to patients as well. Oh, we know what we're doing with our syringes, as opposed to on the cake here. Okay, nearly done. She's a highly skilled physician and anaesthetist. She is quietly caring, but incredibly practical. And so far in her career, don't really need to look at the next bit, has saved many lives. Accepting that it is her job, but we know there is much more to her job than being a doctor. This year she has achieved one of the best anaesthetic jobs in London, indeed in the country, and in 5 years' time she will be a consultant. This should be much deserved. You, Susan, has given me the most happy times over the past few years, and taught me how to live my life. Sydney at Christmas time, in A&E nights in St George's treating the chumps of Cobra, New Year on Sydney Harbour Bridge, on the Prof's yacht with the Verb Clico, a quiet Sophie's in Chelsea, and of course Vanuatu in a honeymoon suite which Arpan sadly missed out on. Not sadly in my case. And finally in Chiswick 2 years back, chilling with Come Down With Me in a bottle of wine. I know at times I may embarrass you, particularly with regard to my dress sense. Luckily not today, because Susan did have a say in what I'm wearing. And it's from New York, just to let you all know. Indeed, those flowery dresses are my full blonde Dipsy moments, really. I did burn the carpet with my straightener.
Family, friends, Susan and her family and friends, you guys have done a lot in a very short period of time, and it's really paid off. It truly has been amazing, so well done to all of you. Traditionally, you think that the best man or best men's speech is going to be something that's full of really lurid revelations about the groom, stuff that's making people cringe and cover little children's ears. And it was going to be all of that. It was. But Arpan called on the weekend and he was particularly whingy about it. You can't talk about this, you can't talk about this. There's no good stuff left at the end of that. So unfortunately for you, you miss out on some really funny stories. But the upside is we saved the marriage. So whatever I have to say is, PG-13 rated version of events. But I'll try and make it as amusing as possible. I first came across Arpan when we were at school. I came here from Kenya when I was 16, and we went to the same school, so we were doing A-levels together at St Paul's. And to be honest, we never were friends at St Paul's.
Everyone is.
And I had this impression of him as being this really solid character. He was this vice captain of the school. He was really his persona being really motivated. Really, diligent, hard-working, going places kind of guy. I was a bit intimidated by it, I didn't really... To be honest, I thought he was a bit of a square as well. This guy's going to talk about his stamp collection and chess. Kept my distance, so I was like, I don't think he's going to be too good to hang around with. But as fate would have it, we ended up at the same university together.
But I have to say, I think all of you have to agree that today, both our bridesmaids, with Claire and Lizzie, look absolutely fantastic. Yeah. Now, I know most of you know Claire already, but Lizzie is taking time out of a busy schedule to come all the way from New York. So we're really grateful that she could come here today. And that's it. And I've got a couple of, three special thank yous I really want to give now. The first one really has to go to my mum and dad. Not even worth me trying to put into words how much we owe you guys, how there's no words to describe the gratitude we have for you, how much we owe you, how much you've done for us, how much support you've given for us. And for me, not just over this period, but all through my life. I suppose I should get used to hanging in the background. But, no, Mum, Mum and Dad, there's no real words, so all I can say is thank you so much for everything that you guys have done. The next one is my sister Puneet. Now, you all probably realise that we have quite a in-your-face relationship. Edgy banter, some of it nice and light, some of it deeply offensive. Deep down, I know that she's always there for me, whether it's for a gentle word of reassurance or kick up the backside. She's always there to give me support wherever I need. And again, all through this wedding period, you know, the things you've done behind the scenes and in front of the scenes, just absolutely fantastic. And none of these days would have been what they are without your help. So, Puneet, thank you very much. And the last people I just want to say thank you to. Two people who, all through the wedding have given us so much help, from planning it, deciding what the menus are going to be, picking the venues, and even through the days, during the day, telling us what to do, where to go, all these things. So come on, Jonathan and Rashwala. Honestly, thank you all very much for coming and celebrating our special day with us. It really has made a difference, and we're so grateful that all of you could come and celebrate this day with us. I'm nearly done now, but I can't finish without saying a few words about my beautiful wife now, Mrs. Susan. Now, before this wedding, Sanj took me aside and says, "Yeah, you're going to have to say some really weird shit." But it's not really weird, because Susan, today you look absolutely beautiful, and there's no words that I can use to describe it. And those of you who know me know that I don't really like to smile that much. But thinking about what to say, I was thinking really back to the first time I can remember seeing Susan, and that was, as these guys have said, at Chelsea when we were both working there. And I remember starting my first job as a general surgical junior doctor, and met all the new members of the team and saying hello to everyone. And they all said, "Oh, there's one person who's gone away on annual leave, so you'll probably meet them a little bit later." So sure enough, a few days later, I was sitting on one of the wards at a computer, probably doing nothing really very interesting. And then on walks this blonde girl, leans against the desk, all dressed in black trousers and a black top, some kind of golden tan, blonde hair. She was like, "Hi, I'm Susan, I'm your new house officer." And I remember just thinking, I can't remember what I said, but all I was thinking was,
I jumped out of your chair and said, "That's it."
But I needless to say, I didn't really know how interesting it would be. And looking back now 3 years on, it really has been not just interesting, but an amazing, fantastic experience. So many superlatives, I don't even know where to start. And I'm definitely the happiest man ever today. And I really can't wait just to spend the rest of our lives together. I'd just like everyone to raise their glasses to my wife Susan.
Susan Tahin.
Hey, Mrs. Tahin.
Yes.
Another one.